In this movie, we'll create the logo text along the bottom of the circle, and along the way, I'll show you how to create text along a closed path outline. Now, you may wonder when you look at this design so far whether Illustrator gets rid of the stroke associated with the path or whether it keeps that stroke. And the answer is it gets rid of the stroke automatically. The only reason we're seeing a stroke under the word tiger is because we've got this additional circle. So if I move the circle away like so, you can see that the stroke has disappeared, which begs the question, what if you want to add a stroke to text along a path? In that case, you press the A key to switch to the wide arrow tool, and you go ahead and click on that half circle to select it independently of the word tiger. And then in my case, because I only have a partial path outline selected, I would switch over to my stroke panel, which I can get by choosing stroke from the window menu. And I would enter a line weight, let's say something big like 12 points so that we can see it. This is also, incidentally, how you go about modifying the path outline in case you want to change it. So I could go ahead and drag the anchor point, and I could drag a control handle, and Illustrator will update that text automatically along the path. Now, naturally, I don't want to do any of these things, so I'll just go up to the File menu and choose the Revert command in order to restore the saved version of my document. All right, now to place the text on the closed path outline, I'll go ahead and press the V key to switch to my black arrow tool, and I'll click on the baseline of the tortellini text to select it. And this time around, I'm going to do everything from the keyboard, so I'll press Control X or Command X on a Mac to cut that text to the clipboard, and then I'll click on the circle in order to select it, and I'll press the T key to switch to my type tool. Notice this time, if I hover over the path outline, I see the I-beam cursor inside of a dotted circle, and that shows me if I click on the path outline, I'll create my text as area text inside the circle. I don't want to do that, so I'll press and hold the Alt key or the Option key on the Mac, and this time I get my path tool cursor. And the reason you have to do this is because you're working with a closed path outline as opposed to an open one. So go ahead and Alt-click or Option-click on that circle in order to enter that blinking insertion marker right at the click point. Then press Control-V or Command-V on a Mac in order to paste your text. I want it to be centered, so I'll go up here to the Control panel and click on the Align Center icon over here close to the right-hand side. And you can see that ends up putting the text back at the top of the circle, which is not what I want. So I'll switch back to my black arrow tool, and I have to do that manually, of course, by clicking on the tool at the top of the toolbox. And then I'll drag that vertical guideline right there at the top of the circle down like so. And you don't want to flip your text to the other side like that. Instead, and this can be pretty tricky, you can see things are flitting around on me quite a bit here. And you don't want that effect here. You just have to sort of patiently move your cursor until you end up getting that text along the top of the bottom circle so that it reads in the right order. And if you still have Smart Guides turned on, you should see a green vertical line to tell you that you have exact alignment. And then go ahead and release the mouse button in order to apply the change. All right, this time around, we don't have to worry about the positions of the beginning and end points because they're automatically located opposite the text at the top of the circle right next to each other, which tells us that we have the alignment we're looking for. All right, so the only thing left to do is change the text to white by clicking on the first color swatch up here in the control panel and selecting white from the list. And that's how you go about creating text along a closed path outline. In the next movie, I'll show you how to change the orientation and vertical alignment of text on a path.